Boruto, 10 characters that rarely ever appear in the anime. Although Naruto's Konoha 11 have taken over big responsibilities in the village, some are unfortunate enough to not play a major part in Boruto. Boruto, Naruto Next Generations is the sequel to Masashi Kishimoto's Naruto series and it follows the adventures of Boruto Uzumaki, Naruto's son, as he aims to become a splendid ninja in an age where the shinobi aren't as needed. The story is set several years after the conclusion of the Fourth Great Ninja War, meaning most of the elder figures from Naruto are well beyond their prime. Although Naruto's Konoha 11 have taken over huge responsibilities in the village, some of them are unfortunate enough to not be a major part of the story. 10. Rock Lee has appeared on very few occasions in the anime. Rock Lee was once a member of Team Guy and in Naruto, he was one of the most capable shinobi. With time, however, Lee lacked characterization as he didn't get enough attention towards the end of the story. In Boruto, things get even more complicated for his character as he barely makes an appearance. Lee has appeared on a few occasions in the Boruto anime, with most of them being irrelevant to the main plot of the series. 9. Choji Akimichi is hardly seen in Konohagakure in Boruto. Choji is another member of the old Konoha 11 who has now risen to a great position following the conclusion of the Fourth Great Ninja War. He remains a chunin from what the story tells viewers, but his role is certainly bigger than that. Although he's seen taking missions on rare occasions, what path his character has taken has never been revealed in the story so far. Choji's appearances are quite limited, just like Rock Lee. 8. Kiba continues to be a non-serious character in Boruto. Much like Choji and Rock Lee, Kiba has been given very little time to develop as a leader of his own in Boruto, Naruto Next Generations. Although he has made a few appearances on the show, most of them are filler and don't really add anything to his character. Kiba continues to joke around often and his role in the actual plot of the story is arguably non-existent. For this reason, his appearances have been very limited so far. 7. Tenten's role became limited after the Chunin exams. Tenten was once a member of Team Guy, just like Rock Lee. She's grown up to be a fantastic kunoichi, however, as with most side characters from Naruto. She doesn't get any attention in Boruto. Tenten appeared for quite a short while during Boruto's Chunin exams arc, but once the arc wrapped up, so did her role in the story. She continues to be one of the characters with the least screen time in Boruto. 6. Hinata Hyuga is a housewife who contributes little to the story. One of the strongest kunoichi in the story, Hinata Hyuga is a chunin who gave up her life as a ninja after her marriage to Naruto Uzumaki. With that, her role in the series diminished quite a bit. Hinata is now a housewife and rarely makes an impression because the story doesn't focus much on the Uzumaki household. Although the Kawaki arc gave her some much-needed screen time, once the arc wrapped up, her already small role diminished even further. 5. The fourth Raikage doesn't appear in the story at all. The fourth Raikage was one of the most important characters in Naruto's Fourth Great Ninja War, being the leader of Kyomogakure and an essential figure in the war. The story focused quite a lot on him and raised him to a legendary status along with all those who played a major role in the war. Sadly, the fourth Raikage doesn't appear in Boruto, Naruto Next Generations much. Even the fifth Raikage, Darui, has a very limited role in the story at the moment. 4. Mei Terumi lost all her importance in the series. Mei Terumi is the fifth Mizukage of Kirigakure and to date, she remains one of the most powerful ninja that the village has ever produced. Mei stepped down from the position of the fifth Mizukage some years after the conclusion of the Fourth Great Ninja War and Chojuro took over as the sixth Mizukage. Despite giving her position up, Mei remains a very powerful ninja, and her absence from the anime doesn't make much sense given the world needs figures like her now more than ever. 3. Gaara has had a very small role to play so far. Tsunagekyu's fifth Kazekage, Gaara has appeared in the story more than the above-mentioned Kage, which goes without saying as he's among the more important characters from Naruto. Being the current leader of his village, Gaara is often called into the 5 Kage meetings, however, other than that he's seen very little screen time in the series. Gaara was focused on a bit when Urashiki appeared as an antagonist. But once again, his character wasn't given enough room to show the fans why he's so loved in the first place. 2. Tsunade Senju spends her retirement away from trouble. Tsunade Senju is Konohagakure's 5th Hokage and certainly among the strongest characters in the story. Despite being quite old, Tsunade appears to be as youthful as ever and her strength is far from average. Although she spends most of her time away from the issues that concern the village, Tsunade is more than capable of playing a big role in the story. Her appearances in Boruto have been very small and haven't affected the plot in any major way so far. 1. Kakashi Hataki's exclusion from the main plot is bizarre. After Tsunade stepped down as the 5th Hokage, Kakashi was made the 6th Hokage and he did quite a great job while he was at it. Once Naruto rose to the position, Kakashi's role in the story became far less important than it once was. Consequently, he doesn't make many appearances in Boruto unless they're less significant episodes centered on Konohagakure. Given that Kakashi is far from old, he still has a lot to offer and should be one of the main characters as the threat of the Kara and the Otsutsuki is greater than ever.